Hey guys, it's me, Mark Sony. Check out the graphics on this amazing looking, state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line game running on our commercially available console. Looks like shit, don't it? Well, with the PlayStation 5 Pro, the cutting-edge graphics in this game you've already played will look slightly better if you're playing both versions side by side and zoom in really closely on the background. Anyways, pre-order the PS5 Pro today. It's $700, no disc drive, no vertical stand, bye! 100 things you could buy instead of the PlayStation 5 Pro. Number 1, a regular PS5, and a couple games for it. This is already a top-of-the-line machine with barely any load times. It's backwards compatible with PS4 games, and graphics have basically looked the same for the past 10 years. Also, the regular PS5 has a fucking disc drive, unlike the PS5 Pro, the enhanced version, which is a dickless console. Sorry, discless console. You know, the disc drive, the thing you need to play physical games in your physical video game machine?
Savvy consumers are lining up today to be the first to purchase Sony's brand new stupid piece of shit that doesn't do the goddamn thing it's fucking supposed to.
So on top of $700, the disc drive attachment is an additional $80, so with tax and paying for a PlayStation Network subscription if you want to play anything online besides fucking Genshin Impact, the full PS5 Pro experience is over $800. It's especially bonkers when their main selling point is the PS5 Pro can enhance the games you already have. However, it lacks the physical means to play those disc games you already have. And you just know they're doing this to soft launch the PlayStation 6 not having any disc drive at all. It doesn't even come with a piece of plastic you need to stand the console up like they're showing in all the marketing. Usually, I respect a hustle, but from a billion-dollar corporation, this is next level stingy. Is this whole thing a con to make the regular PS5 look better? You could buy 4 PlayStation 4s or 3 PlayStation 4 Pros, or one of each and a bunch of games for it. A lot of games even today still come out on both PS4 and PS5 anyways. The PS5 is already a PS4 Pro, so unless you really want to play these handful of exclusives, most of which will eventually come to PC anyways, this ain't a bad move if you're on a budget and just want to play some good games. You could buy more storage for your PS5. The base PS5 comes with about 700 gigabytes and the PS5 Pro has a 2 terabytes of storage, which initially sounds like a lot, until you remember that a lot of these games, even physical disc games, require 100 gigabytes of storage to install. So you can install like 20 big games out of PlayStation's 8,000 plus game library from the past 10 years. Okay, you could buy one Nintendo Switch. In fact, 2 Nintendo Switches. In fact, 2 Nintendo Switch OLEDs. In fact, 1 Nintendo Switch, 1 Pro controller to replace those craptastic Joy-Cons, and 5 full-price exclusive games for it, like Zelda, or Mario Kart 8, which is still somehow $60 after 10 years, not including its DLC. If you already have a Switch, you could buy Metroid Dread, Metroid Prime Remastered, the Bayonetta Trilogy, Astral Chain, the Xenoblade Trilogy, and the Pikmin Quadrilogy. Probably, you might have to get a couple of those used or on sale. You could buy the entire Ace Attorney series on any modern console for you and 3 of your friends. I'm talking about Ace Attorney 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Yaoi Lawyer 1, Yaoi Lawyer 2, and the 2 to take place 100 years ago, which I think are the best ones. You could buy an Xbox, Series Xbox. You can find it on DoorDash. They'll DoorDash it to you. Please buy a Microsoft machine. If you're gonna get a digital-only gaming device, then you might as well get a Steam Deck. And with Steam sales, also pick up just a fuck ton of games for it too. You can buy groceries. You can buy fucking groceries. You can buy a surprisingly small amount of eggs. Someone should go to jail for this. You can buy yo girl 70 flower bouquets. You can buy yo girl 28 boxes of nice chocolate. You can buy both yo girl and her friend Taylor Swift concert tickets, probably, and some opera glasses so she can see the stage with her $700 nosebleed seats. But that don't matter, because you definitely gonna be getting some return on investment, you know what I'm saying? Some gratitude after that, you know what I'm saying? You can get 4 gamer chairs that will break your back, or maybe 4 office chairs that won't break your back. You can get 10 copies of Baldur's Gate 3. You can get 9 copies of the Baldur's Baldur's Gate 3 Collector's Edition. All the different classes and branching narrative paths, there's at least 1,000 hours of game in this game. It'll keep you entertained for months, as long as you like good games. You can buy 17 copies of Concord. Nope, never mind. You can buy 14 copies of Astrobot. It's gonna be Game of the Year, and not just because of the name, but I think it might be a little related, you know? You can buy 5 scalped Astrobot controllers, because this is the age we live in. Something should happen to scalpers. You can buy all of the Final Fantasies, 1 through 16, and 7 Remake, and 7 Rebirth. Well, all except for 11, that was an MMO, and 13 is only on Steam nowadays, or PS3. You can buy 4 PS3s. This whole event is somehow reminiscent of the $599 US. Time is a flat circle. You can buy every Kingdom Heart at least 10 times. If you're into that sort of thing, I don't know your life. You can buy 5 different Tifa Lockhart figurines. You know what we call that? Money well spent. You can piss away your money gambling in a gacha game if you're a pathetic loser. What are these trailers? Are they running out of money? You can buy all the skins in Foam Stars. Don't do that. You can buy 4 Wii U's, or you can buy 1 Wii U and Nintendo Land, 4 Wii remotes, Wind Waker HD, and Twilight Princess HD, and Xenoblade Chronicles X. Throw in fucking Zombie U and Batman. You can buy Monster Hunter World, and Monster Hunter Rise, and Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, and Monster Hunter Swords 2, and Monster Hunter Swords 1, and a PSP, and Monster Hunter Diary Tales of Poka Poka Village, developed by From Software. You can buy all of the Dark Souls, the entire Dark Souls Born Hero Ring series, and their DLCs, and Armored Core 6 Fires Rubicon. You can buy a 3DS and mod it with an SD card. It's incredibly easy to do. You can buy a pretty decent bicycle. You can buy a used 1994 Chevrolet S10 with over 700,000 miles on it. You can buy a used GameCube, 4 controllers, a memory card, and Super Smash Bros. Melee. You really won't need another game for a while. You could buy 700 Arizona iced teas. You could go to Disney World for 7 days. That's just the entry fee though. That doesn't cover anything else. Disney World is pricey. You can go to Five Guys, Burgers and Fries 2, maybe even 3 times. You can invest in stocks and trade whatever US senators trade. Somehow they all beat the market. Huh, that's so crazy. You can buy 23 Blahage, which is the IKEA shark. And I just learned it's actually pronounced Blue High. I'm gonna keep calling it Blahage. You can buy 3 months worth of Starbucks coffee, I guess. Or you could buy 6 months worth of Dunkin' coffee. I think the choice is clear here. That choice of course being a whole year's worth of 7-Eleven Slurpees. You could get a big Slurpee every single day for a year for less money than a PS5 Pro. You can buy all of One Piece, like all of it. You can buy 27,000 Tootsie Rolls. That's a Tootsie Roll a day for 73 years. You could get your dog 240 tennis balls. That's enough to last like 4 months as they all mysteriously disappear under the couch. You could buy 140 booster packs of Pokemon cards and then open them on a stream because people like watching that, apparently. Why do I even bother editing videos? But the chat will donate money and use that to buy even more cards, open those on stream, get more chat donations. It's an infinite money glitch. You could buy 43 amiibo, which isn't even close to all the amiibo. What kind of shill buys amiibo anymore? You can buy nothing in Animal Crossing. They're trading literal gold. You can buy 2 Lego Deku trees? Why is the Deku tree more expensive than the Nintendo Switch? When did Legos get so expensive? I grew up poor and I had Legos. If you already have a regular PS5, you can buy a bunch of PS4 and PS5 games I ain't already mentioned. Nier Automata, Witcher 3, Yakuza 0 through 8, Tetris Effect, Ratchet & Clank, all 5 Uncharteds, Metal Gear Solid 5, Resident Evil 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, Ghost of Tsushima, Red Dead Redemption 2, Control, Spider-Man 1, 1.5, and 2, both Horizon games, GTA 5, Persona 5 and its friends, Last of Us 1 and 2, Shadow of the Colossus new version, God of War Ragnarok, Street Fighter 6, Tekken 7, and Tekken 8. Why are you thinking about buying a new console you don't need when gaming's all about the games and yo ass ain't played all these games, or at least finished all these games? Shit. I mean, I don't know if you can buy all of them for that much unless you get them on sale, which is really easy to do. PlayStation games are permanently half off like a year or 2 later, and these games look just as good today as they did upwards of 10 years ago. Games can harness the power of modern hardware hardware to do interesting things, but graphical fidelity has kind of plateaued in any visually discernible way. On PlayStation 5, gamers have had to make the difficult decision between 4K 30 FPS and 1080p 60 FPS, and over the years, research has shown that our players really don't give a shit about great graphics versus very great graphics, or else I would have bought a high-end PC by now. So anyways, buy our new graphics-focused machine that's all about delivering you amazing epic 4K graphics. You can buy over 30 awesome indie games: Hades, Celeste, Hollow Knight, Outer Wilds, Neon White, 1000X Resist, Transistor, Unsighted, El Paso Elsewhere, Pizza Tower, Another Crab's Treasure, Stardew Valley, Vampire Survivors, Slay the Spire, Subnautica, Katana Zero, Animal Well, A Short Hike, Hat in Time, I Am Your Beast, Doki Doki Literature Club, Omori, Papers, Please, Balatro, Power Wash Simulator, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, Enter the Gungeon, Lil Gator Game, Obra Dinn, Trombone Champ. I haven't run the numbers myself, but most of these games are under $20, so I'm 900% sure that the cost of all these cool games combined will be less than the PS5 Pro. Outside of collectors, I'm not entirely sure who the target audience is for this. To be fair, a PC that can run these games at these specs is going to cost you way more. That's true, but PS5 is a console that's already midway through its lifespan, whereas a PC is definitely more upfront cost, but will last you much longer, especially because you can upgrade parts individually over time, and has access to more games, not to mention everything else a computer can do. If you live in a market where PC parts are unavailable but PlayStations are, and you like all your games digital, no physical, only digital games, and you don't already have a PS5 but still want one, I guess it makes sense, but I don't know. This feels like a very narrow demographic? The upscaling seems like very impressive technology that not that many people want right now, or at the very least, not willing to spend over $700 on, or trade in their current PS5 and spend over $500 on. If it's built into the PlayStation 6 in the distant future, then we can talk, but as of right now, mid-generation console upgrades are usually the definitive version. The PS4 Pro is the definitive PS4, the Switch OLED is the definitive Switch, the new 3DS is the definitive 3DS, the Game Boy Advance SP, okay, you get it. But for the disc driveless PS5 Pro, as someone who will always prefer physical media and has a good amount of physical PS4 and 5 games, even if the models were the same price, the Pro would still be a downgrade for me. There is a digital only version of the base PS5 that does not have a disc drive, but it's also cheaper. This is a more expensive physical game console that cannot play physical games, nor DVDs, nor Blu-rays, in exchange for pisser technology that at this time, I don't give a fuck about personally. $200 more, 40% more money for already cutting edge looking games to look cuttingly edgier. And accounting for exchange rates, the console is weirdly more expensive in Japan and Europe. On one hand, Europe knows what they did. On the other hand, Sony, what's the deal here? If you book far enough in advance, you can maybe buy a round-trip plane ticket to San Mateo, California to ask Sony PlayStation HQ what the hell were they thinking with this?
Thanks, Brandon. It's being called the biggest fucking waste of your hard-earned money to come along in years.
Wait, they got a limited edition PS5 Pro with the PlayStation 1 colors? Nah, fuck this video. It's totally worth $700 now. Is that 100 things? Who cares? Anyways, thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe. Comment below if you're gonna get the PS5 Pro. And today's comment code word is FANCY. Comment FANCY, ha ha, if you made it all the way through the video. And that's it, video's over.